Hey friends, I hope you're having a great night. I want to jump on here and talk about the why behind your goal. So, we have goals that we reach for, and unless we really identify the clear purpose, value, and deeper rooted emotion behind these goals that we're setting, they're really just wishes. They're really just something that we're like, I wish I could achieve, but there's no deeper purpose behind them. So when we're identifying the why behind our goals, I was just talking to a client about this on one of our check-ins tonight, and this can take time to really identify, but something helpful to do is to start to really just like peel back the layers of the onion. So a lot of people are typically coming to me and their goal is weight loss. So I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, great. Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? So we start to peel back the layer on that. I want to lose 20 pounds because I want to continue to be active with my kids. Great. Why do you want to continue to be active with your kids? I want to continue to be active so that way I can go hiking and walking with them, because when I was growing up, this is an example a client was telling me that was important for her. When I was growing up, I wish my mom would have been able to go hiking with me and go on walks with me. And she couldn't do this because of her health and her weight. So it's really important to me that I can maintain my health, my weight, and my activity, so that way I can do these things with my 4 children. So that right there, that has emotion, that has value, and that has purpose. And then once we can identify that deeper why, we have to have a visual reminder behind that. So this can look like a picture. So maybe for her, this was a picture of her and her kids and her family hiking, a favorite hike that they did, and just putting this in front of her. So something that she can look at every single day when she doesn't want to, wake up early to go work out, when she's, needs to go to the grocery store and get healthy options to have at home, because these things are challenging and motivation does run out. So we have to understand the deeper reason why we're doing these things. So the important thing here is when you start to surface the meaning behind your goal and you give it a voice, a simple goal shifts into a mission. So we shifted this weight loss goal, which is very superficial. It's very surface. And we gave it a voice, we gave it a purpose, and we have more emotion behind it. And this becomes more of a mission. This is why I am doing hard things when I don't want to achieve this weight loss goal. And the other part of that for her was to fit in shorts that she wanted to wear, to go on vacation and going hiking. And all of these things were things that we could measure along the way with that. So making this front and center to keep you doing the hard things when motivation runs out, because it will. We're humans. We have to have a focus and we have to have that determination behind this. Here's why. There's 2 sides of our brain, right? So there's the limbic side of our brain, and hey, Miranda, thanks for joining us. So there's the limbic side of our brain, and this holds our feelings and our human behavior and our decision making. It has no capacity for language and rational thinking. This is where a lot of our gut decisions come from. So when you do things that just feel right, this is one side of our brain, our limbic side of the brain, that's creating those decisions. The other side of our brain is a neurocortex that's responsible for our rational thoughts and where we derive our logic and reasoning from. And while this logic and reasoning is a great argument for the reason why we're doing things, the limbic side of our brain, the feeling, the emotion, is quite powerful. And this can often contraindicate and actually beat out this rational neurocortex that we have of the reason. So with your goal, you have this neurocortex that's very logical. I need to, work out, get to the gym, eat healthy, work harder. But this other side of our brain, where it's the feeling and emotion, this knows what feels good. Getting up early, passing on a glass of wine, doing these things, prepping food, doesn't always feel great in that moment. So the goal that you are creating for yourself has to feel good. How do you do this? The goal comes from, you have to give your goal a voice. So this is like what we were talking about with the why. when you hit on the values, when you hit on the emotion, when you hit on the drive of why you want to achieve a goal, a light goes off in this feeling and sensory part of our brain. And this is what's going to kick you into action when you don't want to do those hard things in that moment. So when your alarm goes off and you don't want to get up earlier to go to the gym, that deeper reason, that deeper why is going to be what's propelling you forward and continuing to make that action as part of moving you in that forward direction. So that's why it's so powerful. You have a visual reminder of these things. I love like a screensaver, whether this is a picture or something you've written out of the reason why you have to. I'll be right back. I have to get my boys ready for bed. Sounds good. You can watch on the replay. So this can be, a picture, a background on your phone. This can be a sticky note. This can be something in the mirror in your bathroom. Whatever that looks like for you, just making sure it's front of mind to keep you focused with this. And then from there, we set SMART goals, which are very measurable to how we achieve this. So this is a lot of the process that I work on with my clients to allow us to achieve these goals. So these surface goals, we really break down and make them more deeper rooted and that purpose behind them. So let me know if this was helpful for you guys. And I'd love to know something, what's your why behind your goal? Comment below of something that is really purposeful for you. And this is going to help you move forward in that direction. So I look forward to chatting with you guys soon.